Okay, found this at Harbor Freight. I hadn't seen one of these in a while. I hadn't seen one at Harbor Freight that looked this good. They've got one that looks like a regular rivet gun. So, gonna open this thing up. See what it's made out of. DOYLE. Huh. Never even heard of this. Alright, well, let's see. Case isn't bad looking. A little small. Makes me wonder if they fit all the dies. And they did. It's a little loose. Get these out of the way. Bent here, they stuck something in wrong. I just want to see if those fall back out. Huh. I think they placed it wrong. It was like that when it came in. It's weird. They're placed like this. In the package they show them placed like this. Yeah, and the picture is like this. And then all the hardware is right there. So, it's a little small. Usually your handles are longer. That's not going to give you much leverage. It's empty. All right. Yeah, so right there will be the M8, not the W8, M8. Comes with a few. Harbor Freight in my area does not carry these, so you can buy the tool, but then you can't get the damn replacement inserts. Okay, so we grabbed us a little piece of plate. It's got some holes in it. I hope we get a M5 in there. Definitely won't be able to get the M, and they're loose. I mean, now what are we gonna do? Just gonna keep bags of stuff in there? Will it fit? No, I'm gonna have to drill it just a little. Okay, this is the die for the M5. This is the M5 right here. So you have two pieces. You have the thread insert and the piece that tightens up on the tool itself. So, come on, one of these. Okay, so we're gonna loosen the whole thing. It's not what I want to do. Oh, they put it on so tight. Oh man, that's gonna be a pain. Oh, they put everything on so tight you can't get it off. There we go. Just had to break it loose. And maybe it was a little bit of the packing stuff sticky. I had pushed it all the way down and it still wasn't coming off. Now, the piece we gotta get off is gonna be this piece. No, that one came off. Okay. So this is our M8. So what we're going to do now, we're going to screw this on here, and we're not torquing down on it. This one there's zero need to torque down on because you've got a locker on it. So you just screw this down and you release that. Now it's locked together. It will not come undone. Okay, get that just a turn so it's not just falling off. Okay, we're gonna take our insert here. We can turn it from the back side, right here. Okay, I'm not going all the way down, and the reason why, you can go all the way down and actually crack them. I've cracked some of the older ones. So you put that in, and I'm going to tighten it up some more. It's not quite enough. Okay, so here we go. Okay. See in there? It's crimped down on there. Now I'm going to let this unscrew it. Did good. This is actually holding pretty good there. So, see how it crimped down? Now, if I would have went just a little bit more on it, I could strip out the threads, or I could end up breaking the actual fitting. But you see, you can screw this thing down to where it's so tight, you can't even do it. Now, if I really pushed, I could probably strip the threads out. Don't want to do that. So, like I said, and after you've got one set up, you'll get an idea. I think that's a good setting right there. Right to the point where when you get to there, you're tight. So, all in all, I think it's an okay tool. I think there's better out there. But if you're like I am, you're at the store and you see it and you want to buy it, I don't think it's a waste of money. I do wish these handles were like right here. I feel that I would be less wore out if I had a little bit more leverage on these handles. M5, M8. Put this back where it goes. So, my opinion, if you're at Harbor Freight and you want a tool like this, this is not a terrible one to get. If you have time to wait and you won't order it, there are definitely better tools on Amazon. There's way better tools out there, period. I mean, you could get quality tools for an item that you might use 10 times in your life. I wouldn't spend a lot on it. I use it a little more often. So, I think I have 3 total. But you can see the size difference in this handle. And this one I have stripped threads and stuff. But once you get set up and you know what you're doing, you don't strip them because you do not, you're putting your insert, my kind of rule of thought on the insert is to stop about right there. And if I need to, I can tighten it up more. And you can see that's tight enough. If there was still in between it, that would have already stopped. That would have come out more. And I have to say, the amount of power it takes to do this is a good bit more than it takes to do this one. I can feel it. So this one right here is an Amazon one, and I'll put the link in the description. And this one right here is the Harbor Freight DOYLE. Having a hard time speaking. I think I need something to drink. So anyway, I don't know how long we've had this one. I want to say we've had about 4 years. Try to put it back in the box all the time. I don't have any of the bits with it because the bits fall out and get all tangled up in, or, you know, all scattered everywhere. So what I do is I buy these fishing and tackle boxes, and then I put the bits in there. And I've got another one somewhere, has it labeled which bit's which. But you just stick in the tool and you'll figure out which one's metric, which one's standard. It'd probably be best if they were organized a little bit better. Product here. And rivet nuts. I've heard them called nut inserts, tools, thread insert tools, all kinds of different names. This one's called Rivet Nut Starter Set. Starter kit. And I think we bought this one. What do they call this one? Nut thread set hand riveting kit. Yeah, so with nut assortment, rivet nuts. So they're calling them rivet nuts. Thread inserts is one I've heard them called a lot. So like I said, I didn't need this tool. I just like having, you know, different brands, see how they work. Like I said, this one, not as much leverage. I don't know if I can put a link to the one at Harbor Freight. I don't get credit for that. I'm not too worried about the credit part of it. I just want to make it easier for you to find it. I know last year I made like $50 off of my Amazon affiliate, so I mean, it's almost not worth the time if you were doing it just for the money. Someday it might be, but for now it's just to kind of share information on what I find and what I like and what I don't like. If I was going to only buy one, I would buy this one just because the leverage isn't there. If I was starting out, I didn't need it much and I was worried I was going to be tearing stuff up. Because like I said, you can pull the threads out of this with this one because it's got the leverage. But if you can be gentle with it and you take your time and you only insert the thread in, you know, don't come all the way past here and don't just crank on it. When this thing pulls tight, you're good. You don't have to try to squeeze it through the material. There is one more that I would like to get. It makes kind of a hectagon type shape. How many sides? I think it's like 4 sides, 6 sides maybe. And you have to have the special punch to pull the square through, or the hectagon, or it's not 8 sides. I want to say it was 6 sides. It's either 4 or 6, and it just squeezes in there. I would love to get that one. I may get on Amazon and see if I can't find that tool. That one I would like, because every once in a while, if you tighten too hard, you'll spin this one. And I guess if you tighten the other one too hard, you'd tear the metal up. So, I mean, but yeah, these are very interesting. If you look at the video of us putting the lights on the lawnmower, is that one up? I don't think we put that one up yet. Anyway, we've got a lawnmower out here. We put lights on and we put inserts in it, so we can take the boat in and out without having to hold a wrench on the backside. Good tool if you're doing a lot of metal work. Thanks for watching.